with a real nasty face. If I turn around too quick, you might give this ass a taste. Telling me to slow down, damn, you need another break. I got one brother, but he'll put you in your fucking grave. Hello guys, welcome to the Bimbo Zone Headquarters Podcast Network. My name is Yassi the BRAT, Miss Yassi if you nasty. And today we're going to be doing the Bimbo Breakdown, which is my podcast little segment. This one's going to be a little long, about pop culture, gossip, mess, anything going on. I use celebrity pop culture bullshit to decompress from my real day. I'm a real person who deals with real shit on my day-to-day. I have a 9-to-5 job. I'm a contractor for the fucking federal government right now. I work in a federal government agency that was directly attacked in Project 2025. We already have seen and felt a difference in the new administration. So I use pop culture, reality TV, all of that to decompress from my day and as a form of escapism. We're going to be talking about Bhad Bhabie versus Alabama Barker, this white on white crime, this real friendly fire. I love white on white crime, and I love that black people, we all have the same opinion, is that this is so much fun because finally this has nothing to do with us. So we're going to be talking about that today. I am not Googling anything. I am not looking up anything. My iPad is actually not in front of me. It is on the charger. I have no outline. I have no notes. Everything. This episode will prove to you how much I fucking know about pop culture, and I know way too much, and I really should probably get a life, but this is my hobby, so fuck you. Everything I am about to tell you over the course of the next probably hour is all information that I just know because I looked into it. I did no research prior to this episode. Quite frankly, I scrolled past my 15th TikTok by a black creator about Alabama and Bhad Bhabie. And I said, if I don't capitalize on this, who will? Whose opinion really matters if it's not mine? Right? We're going to be talking about Bhad Bhabie and Alabama. My very first YouTube podcast episode is on YouTube. I have not filmed it yet just because I haven't filmed it yet. And whatever, fuck you. We talk about this every fucking week anyway. But that's on YouTube, Clickbait Criminals. That's my podcast segment. That's my podcast series, because you already know umbrella term. I'm not going to get into it every episode. You're just going to have to get the gist of it. Clickbait Criminals is about people that online are criminals, whether they have a criminal record or not. My next episode, I want you to guess who my next episode is going to be on before I tell you. I'm going to do the Jeopardy sound. Do 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 da 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 da. It's Ash Trevino. That's who I'm doing it on. I watched that full 2-hour and 10-minute Rotten Mango episode. I thought I knew a lot about that woman, and the things that I learned about her, she is really a sinister menace to society, and she's a pedophile. And she will be stopped by goddamn it. If it has to be by my hands, it will be. I thought that Tampa Bay was a crazy bitch who was just following a grifter around. No, Tampa Bay was valid. Beat that bitch's ass again. Tear her hair out of her head. Anyway, we're gonna be talking about Bhad Bhabie and Alabama. I'm gonna try my absolute hardest because I am re-recording this. I was talking way too fast, and I noticed in my Clickbait Criminals episode, I talk fast. So I'm going to try my best to talk slower. And if I catch myself talking faster, I will slow down the audio when in the editing process. Also, I want y'all to know when I edit, I do not take out anything that I say. Anything that I fucking said is what the fuck I said. I don't edit that. Literally the only editing I do to my podcast is like taking out the silence at the beginning, taking out silence at the end, and maybe adding a song in like the background. That's it. And I listen to all my podcasts before I upload them to the public. What the fuck I said is what the fuck I said. So my random disclaimers. First thing first, everything that I am saying is alleged. Nothing is known to be known as fact. It is all opinion that is not to be known as fact. Nothing has basis, and nothing can be proved as of February 24th, 2025. Everything that I'm saying was already put on the internet, and I am within the constitutional right of fair use to speak about this information. Yes, I have a bias. You will obviously, my bias is Bad Baby. Fuck Alabama. Yes, I have a bias. All opinions are my own. Nothing has been given to me by anyone else. I do not sign NDAs. I do not sign contracts. We will be talking about sexual abuse, pedophiles, molestation, domestic abuse, grooming, predators, white on white crime, and anything that I feel like I didn't mention in this moment. If I feel like I'm about to talk about some real shit and it's going to get a little heavy, I will let you guys know. I rambled I literally recorded this an hour ago. I spent an hour and 10 minutes talking. I didn't get to the meat and potatoes until 45 minutes in. So we're not doing that this time. Again, everything that I'm saying is I have no outline. I'm not using Google for nothing. Everything that I'm saying is based off of what I know. Okay, back into it. So, Shayna Moakler is an interesting character. Both of her parents are very interesting characters. First thing first, Shayna Moakler created bed rotting. They had a reality show in the early 2000s called Meet the Barkers, where Shayna literally told Travis that she was pregnant with Alabama on the show. And Landon was like a year old, or like a year and a half old, or 2 years. Because I want to say Landon and Alabama are Irish twins, or they're very, very close. They're close enough in age that it was like, okay, your parents definitely tried to have another baby and definitely wanted y'all close in age, but also gave your mother's body a break. That's how, like, close in age they are, right? Travis Barker, I'm going to be honest, this is not just I'm black. Me, personally, because I'm black, I love Fall Out Boy. I love all that shit. I grew up on it. Like, I love that shit, right? I was never a fan of Blink-182. It wasn't for me. I don't really give a fuck. I do not care about Travis Barker. I don't care about Shayna Malcolm. Shayna is a terrible mother. Quite frankly, Travis Barker has custody of Shayna's child that is not biologically his. That is someone else's child. Because that man financially, emotionally, and physically abused Shayna, who is Tati's father. Because Tati, and I don't know why Alabama, like, really does not acknowledge that she even has siblings. Alabama has three siblings. She has a sister who is her half sister, but we're niggas. Like, we're black, so we don't do the whole half thing. Tati, or whatever the fuck her name is, that girl that looks overly Hispanic to be in a white household. Yeah, her dad is a fully Hispanic man who technically was Shanna Malcolm's, or however the fuck you say her mom's last name, sugar daddy, turned into baby daddy, and he realized this bitch is crazy. I don't want nothing to do with you. Shayna was broke. She was going through a lot of shit, and she asked Travis, while you're taking primary custody of Landon and Alabama until I can get my shit together, can you also take my other daughter that I had no business fucking having with a man that wouldn't piss on me if I was on fucking fire? Right? And Travis, because he really was, I really do think that Travis Barker was meant to be a dad, because apparently, allegedly, from what sources have told, without hesitation, he was like, yes, I got you. And you just get custody back when you can. That girl will, if she's not already 18, she is 18. She's over 18. Shayna never got custody of that girl back. In her brain, she has a father, and Shayna is the person that carried her and birthed her into the world and raised her until she was like, what, 5, 6? And then gave her to Travis. So the fact that Alabama does not really acknowledge that she has a sister is crazy. Because and that's how you know that her sister does not agree with anything that's going on. Because my sister, God rest her soul, may God rest her fucking soul, my sister would bam about me. She doesn't even play, even in her grave, in death, I know that she does not play about me. My sister would bam. If somebody made a diss track about me, my sister would have been like, nah, don't even get on the internet, bitch. We finna go into the booth right now. Because I fucked a rapper 3 years ago, and I still got connections, and I got booth time, and it's free. So and he'll make the beat for us. And then, after we put the diss track out, we're gonna shoot up their fucking house. That's the type of time that my sister was on. Because my sister was really like me, because sometimes my dad will look at me and he'll get teary-eyed, and I'm like, I'm not Maddie. Like, it's really fine. He'll be like, no, you are her, though. Like, I really made a carbon copy twice. That's so fucking creepy. And I'm like, dare I say it's because you're not a good dad? So we're just reacting the way that a normal daughter would act to not having a good dad. But anyway, whatever. She doesn't acknowledge that she has a sister. But she does. And I think her name is Tati. Yeah, because her name is Tatiana. Because she was on the Kardashian show. Yeah. But I guess that her sister don't want to be in the mix. And honestly, her sister is so smart. Why would I have all this attention on me and everybody paying attention to every little thing that I'm doing when I can just be a Nepo baby and just live off of the success of the people around me? And no one knows who I am. Because I guarantee that the people that are really enamored in this lore and the mess and in the beef of Bhad Bhabie versus Alabama had no idea that Alabama had a sister who was a fully Hispanic woman with a white mom. You probably had no idea. Also, a fun fact I learned about Alabama speaks Spanish almost fluently because her nanny and her housekeeper that basically raised her was a Spanish woman. Alabama and Landon speak Spanish almost fluently. Right? But anyway, I digress from Tati because she's not really important right now because she doesn't want to be important. So that's good. Alabama is 19. She's a Capricorn. That tells you everything you need to know about her, to be honest. Capricorns, every time I don't get along with I don't get along with Capricorns anyway. I'm an air sign. I'm too up in the sky to be too down to earth for them. I'm an air sign. I don't operate that way. I don't live my life off of my value is not the money that's in my account. Like, as a Gemini, I know that the way to win an argument is not I have money and you don't. No, I have to really hit you where it hurts. I have to take a screenshot of my bank account and then I have to @ you on my public profile and say, let's compare screenshots. Send me yours. If I'm going to take it there with money. But I don't value that. I value my experiences and shit like this. So, like, me and Capricorns, we don't get along, which honestly makes a lot of sense. So if I find out that Danielle is a Capricorn and I like her, maybe that rising is different, man. I don't fucking know. But Capricorns, Alabama is 19. She's a fresh 19. The beef started because Danielle and Alabama were friends. They have both admitted that they, at one point, considered each other friends. Now, this beef makes way more sense to women than it does men. Alabama and Danielle considered each other's friends. Danielle invited Alabama into her home. She told her personal things. She had her around her child. She considered this woman a friend to her. Alabama invited Danielle into her home and did the same. Alabama then, when she the first time she got the opportunity, fucked Danielle's baby daddy. Whether they were together or not does not matter. That is someone that you consider a friend. That don't even have to be your best friend. Once I consider you a friend, bitch, any man, woman, whoever you look at is off limits. Even if you're off that nigga and you don't even want him anymore, he is off limits. That's girl code. And I'm a real bitch. So I abide by girl code. I don't know what you nasty, fugazi ass bitches be doing, but a real bitch like me, I abide by girl code. My best friend, and that's why I've never even been friends with people that we had the same type in man. My best friend, my best female friend, she could look at a nigga and say, he's cute. Automatically, he's ugly to me. Ew, gross, ew. We don't have the same type, and I've never been a bitch that wanted my friend's man, because why would I want your man when I can have my own man and we can have a man at the same time? It is so much more fun to have a boyfriend at the same time that your boyfriend does. Y'all have way more to talk about. Why would I want your man if I want you to have a man so I can have a man and we can do this together and our men can entertain each other so we can act like this is just an outing with us, but they're paying for everything? Hello? Come on now. Like, I've never even moved in that way, so I don't even understand, like, how that works. Alabama made the diss track and really started this beef because she got mad that Danielle was talking shit about her on the internet. You fucked her baby daddy while she was going through cancer treatments. Did you expect her to be quiet? Did you expect her to say nothing? I'm confused. What are we talking about? Like, she has a pixie cut because she had no hair, because she went through cancer. And you knew that your friend had cancer, because we knew that your friend had cancer. And if that was really a friend to you, if she really considered you a friend, you knew that she had cancer way before the public did. And you still looked her in her face and said, yeah, bitch, I fuck with you. And went and fucked her baby daddy. Like a dirty bitch. I don't even want to call, because in my brain, under 21, you are a minor still. You are a legal adult, but you are not grown. Under 21, you are a minor still. That's disgusting. And that's nasty for LV, and that shows that he's a predator, because he's much older than Danielle, and Danielle is older than Alabama, so he's way older than Alabama. That's fucking disgusting. That's nasty for Alabama for fucking someone that you considered a friend, baby daddy, and that's disgusting for him for going after a little girl who didn't know better, and he knew that she didn't know better. Alabama is such a test of no guidance. With no guidance, you can't get anywhere with no guidance, because you're being led nowhere. Guidance, guide, you guide me. If I have no guidance, where will I end up? I don't know, because I can't even get on the fucking journey. If you fall for everything, if you stand for nothing, you fall for everything. And as someone that was groomed by a boy way older than I was, she did not know better. And he knew better, because he was the adult in the situation. Of age or not, 18 is not fucking grown. That's legal to fuck. And that's a nasty nigga, because he probably plotted and waited on Danielle. Don't let this white on white crime take out the fact that the real common enemy is Tyga and Levon, because they are predators. And they have two beautiful white women fighting over each other. They have two beautiful white women, because I can say what I want about Alabama, but she's a gorgeous girl, fighting on the internet over predators and pedophiles. But I digress. Anyway, now the way that Danielle figured it out was she has a Bentley, driving this Bentley Bentayga like I don't love my life. She has a Bentley that she made it very clear, it is my car. I paid for it in full. It is in my name, and I let Levon drive it. I drove my car after he drove my car. I noticed a sticker on the floor, a visitor sticker. That sticker is familiar to me because I had to get the same sticker to go to Bama's house. I've never seen that sticker before, and we don't know anybody that lives in that neighborhood besides Bama. Because, again, that's her friend. She's referring to her as her nickname, Bama. Also, your nickname being Bama is not good, because if you're black and you're from the South, that you know, being called a Bama is not a fucking compliment. That is an insult. That's like basically being called a bastard. If I call you a Bama, I'm calling you a bastard. which is so far past bitch for a man, is crazy. Like, if a woman in the South, if you're from the North or you're from the West Coast, and a woman from the South, anywhere past the Mason-Dixon line, says anything along those lines, that is not a compliment. That is a fucking insult. Okay? So Danielle, because she a real bitch, goes to her man. And she's like, hey, I found the sticker in the car. What you doing with the sticker from Bama's neighborhood? And like a bitch, he folded immediately and was like, I fucked her. So she's like, oh, all right. Confronts Alabama, does the whole thing, whatever. Is that a whole thing missing from my... Oh, no, okay, y'all, I thought that there was a piece of literal steel bar missing from my makeup organizer, but there's not. It's just, I have a sticker on it that's silver that matches the metal. Anyway. So they start going back and forth. Now, to be clear, Alabama started this. Alabama is really the epitome of you should have really just sat there and ate your fucking food. Because now I have to do something that I really... Like, I feel like I know Danielle personally, almost. I don't. Duh. But I feel like she had crashed out like me in the sense of... I know what I'm capable of. But you don't. Oh, no. Please don't push me to that point. Please don't get me there. Please don't get me to the point where I have to do what I know I'm capable of. Because I don't even like the person that turns me into. Like, Danielle crashing out on Alabama this way, most likely character-wise, is the way I feel about doing black magic on people. I don't like doing black magic. I don't like doing dirty shit with magic. I don't like using my witchcraft and my gift for negative stuff. But sometimes some people just push me there that it's like, I could get a charge and beat their ass, or I could do magic and you can't charge me for that because there's no proof of that. A judge would laugh at you in your face if you say this girl put witchcraft on me and then my grandpa died. You will look crazy, right? And again, with the life that Danielle lived and like the way that her mother was and what her mother allowed to happen to her, and again, writing the Dr. Phil show since she was 2 years old, she could be a terrible person. Like, Danielle could be an awful person, and she's not. She's been very calm and collected the last couple years. Like, motherhood really changed her, but don't forget, she is still Bad Baby. You have bought out Bad Baby out of Danielle Bregoli. You have awakened a fucking monster. We have not seen this version of her since she was at least 17 or 18. She's 23 now. That's been almost 5 years. You have awoken a fucking beast. I don't think you realize that. Like this bitch is from Florida. I feel like everybody from Florida should automatically, like, all white girls from Florida should automatically be free from cultural appropriation. They are products of their fucking environment. Have y'all ever been to Dade County, Florida, in Miami? I didn't see a white person until I crossed the bridge into South Beach, and that's still littered with Hispanics and Latinos and black people on a vacation. They are products of their environment. Any other white woman from any other state in the country, black appropriation, you're trying to be black or blah, blah, blah. Florida, nah, you actually don't know better, and you really are a product of your environment. Because, again, that accent changed up very much from the first interview to after she came back from Turnaround Ranch and been around all them white people. Anyway, Danielle starts speaking publicly, because here's my thing. You acknowledged it publicly, and you disrespected me publicly. Lavon did not. The public would not know that you fucked my baby daddy until you said something and I confirmed it. That's on me for confirming, but that's on you for even admitting that, because a real bitch would have never admitted that they fucked someone else's man, especially if that was my friend. That shows that you are stupid and you really don't understand game. And Danielle probably realized in that moment, this bitch is dumb and she really don't understand how this works. Okay, bet I can use this to my advantage. This bitch is stupid. At the end of a song, you dumb, dirty bitch. You thought I would tell you anything? Bitch, I wouldn't tell you the color of my fucking socks. You thought you was drinking tea, bitch. You're drinking piss. everything I told you was a lie. Why would I tell you the truth when you're known for being messy and telling everyone's business? Like, Danielle was like, there's no reason I know everything I know about you. And also, you don't think that people in Hollywood talk? Believe it or not, it's a smaller town than everyone thinks it is. There's no reason I'm going to a party and I'm hearing things about you. That's crazy. I don't even know these people and they feel comfortable enough to tell me your business and who you've been fucking and sucking. That's crazy. Right? Alabama put out that bullshit diss track called Cry Baby. I don't know why she raps in this. I don't know why she raps in that voice, because that doesn't even sound authentic. Also, it was so obvious that whoever writes for Lotto wrote that diss track, because she's not cosplaying as a black woman. She's cosplaying as Lotto, and Lotto is just cosplaying as Nunu from ATO. And that's not shade towards Lotto. I fuck with her as an artist. I fuck with her aesthetically. I fuck with her as a person. I think she is really what I think the real bimbo babe is, what I think a real bimbo bitch is. I think she's beautiful. She's smart. I love her music. I liked her album. I have no qualms with Lotto. But let's be real. She is cosplaying as Nunu from ATO. That she has made that her personality trait to the point where that is who she is. And now we're saying you're trying to be like Lotto. No, actually, you're trying to be like Lauren London. I could actually I'm going to do a whole episode about the tea between Nivea, Lil Wayne, Lauren London, and The Dream, because it's actually deep as fuck, and I can talk about it for hours. Anyway, so she put out that fuck-ass diss track, which was very stupid. Alabama really is the epitome. Like if there's a universal lesson to fuck around and find out, and you should have just sat there and ate your food, it's Alabama. Actually, no. Trumpers and what's happening within the first 50 days of him being in office is to fuck around and find out that people needed to realize this is the, oh, you thought it was. Oh, you thought that you had the upper hand, and it is not that. You thought that this was that, and that is not this. Put out that diss track. Obvious she didn't write it. I don't see an emblance or little smidge of talent for anything musical in that girl's heart. I really don't. She just needs to be pretty, be an Instagram model. She needs to cut her a deal with Fashion Nova. She needs to start her own makeup line. She needs to collaborate with Kylie and Chris. And if she don't have a manager, she needs a manager. She needs a PR team. Alabama really does have the potential to be the next, like, Kylie, and I really thought that Alabama and Jody were going to be the next Kylie and Jordan, and she's really fumbling a bag by cosplaying as Lotto, and it's really fucking annoying. But anyway, so obviously Alabama did not write that, put that out, and then at the end of it, like a little bitch, said, and Camilla, fuck you. You sent Camilla a cease and desist. She legally cannot even speak about you or your likeness. Her just saying that she had a cease and desist and can't even speak about the fact that she waited until I could not legally speak about her to say something because she's a pussy-ass bitch. Her even just saying that was like, this will probably get me, like, fucked up legally. Like, my lawyer number is the only one that's on D&D because at this point, right? You dissed somebody in someone else's diss track after you put a cease and desist out about them and they legally cannot speak about you publicly or your likeness. You're a bitch. That's bitch moves. Because a real bitch, if I was Alabama, I would have really played into the fact that you are a prostitute. People don't understand. When you are a woman first. And you support all women. If you want to be an escort, I think that you should do that. Just please be safe and make sure that everything is consensual and everyone is tested and, be safe. You want to be a 304 on the streets, on Figueroa, on the Blade? That's your business. Please be safe. You want to cheat on your boyfriend? That's your business. Be safe. I'm a girl's girl through and through. I don't give a fuck. I dilly gaff. I don't really give a fuck. Okay? with that being said, she don't have no real friends, because a real bitch would have been like, a real bitch would have paused the diss track, brought her phone out, played just one verse from Babyface Savage, paused it, looked my friend in the eye and said, do you think that you can go toe-to-toe with that? Before we finish this track, before you even think about promoting and putting this diss track out, she made that at 15 or 16. Do you think you can go toe-to-toe with that? If you're even hesitating that the answer is no, this never needs to the internet never needs to know that this diss track exists. If she had a real friend, but she don't. She has a bunch of yes men around her. And I bet, sorry y'all, took a shot, and Bhad Bhabie was like, oh, a diss track? That's cute. You didn't write this. Also, none of this is true, and the stuff that is true is not hurting me the way that you thought it would. That was cute. You sucked the dick straight out of my ass, is how Bhad Bhabie started her diss track. I said, okay. I paused it. I said, okay. I see what's happening here. Wow. That is... Wow. Wow, okay. How you got 1,000 bodies and you not old enough to drink. Wow. NFL team ran a train on you and now you're part of the team. Wow. You fucked on Tyga and got pregnant. And got rid of the baby. I saw the sonogram. Wow. And then for Alabama to say, because haven't you noticed that when Alabama addresses Bhad Bhabie and she wants to get serious, she puts on her white voice? She's no longer Lotto. She's no longer Nunu from ATL. She's no longer from Clayco County. She is a white woman raised in Hidden Hills. So, everything in your video and your diss track and your live was a lie. I have already sent a cease and desist. I will not be acknowledging you further. But in the song, Bama don't do it, yeah. Oh, yeah. Guy, like, why you gonna, like, do that like that? But when it gets serious and her feelings are really hurt and she feels like she really has to acknowledge what Danielle is saying because she's hitting some nerves, she's a white woman again. And she has that voice on. That's not code switching. White people don't code switch. Code switching is for black and brown people. White people don't code switch. That's just how they are. She's a fake ass bitch. But anyway. Anyways. Danielle put out her diss track last night. It is February 25th. It is 11:58 p.m. She put out that diss track at 9 p.m. on the 24th. I watched the video at work. She looked so fucking good that I had to watch the video twice back to back because I wasn't paying attention to anything that she was saying. I was like, she looks really good. I didn't even notice that her makeup is done bad and caked up on purpose to mock Alabama. Mind you, Alabama's, as a retired makeup artist, Alabama's makeup does look good on camera because she knows how to do her makeup for camera. Doing makeup for camera, doing makeup for real life, doing makeup for an HD studio light real studio, and doing makeup just for Instagram pictures are very different routines that have different products with different techniques. Alabama knows how to do her makeup for camera. I guarantee in public, in real life, she may look crazy. And that's probably what Bhad Bhabie is referring to. Because, again, that was someone that she considered a friend. So for her, it's like, I know this bitch for real. She looks crazy under that makeup. She's ugly. She spends hours a day to put the makeup on to go to the fucking mailbox. Like, and then somebody brought up a really good point that I saw earlier. And it was like, I think that Alabama Barker is autistic and her niche interest is herself and getting ready. And a bunch of autistic women were like, I didn't realize that makeup was not my niche interest. Me dolling myself up was my niche interest until I got diagnosed with autism. And then I was like, oh shit, I realized I may be a narcissist mentally, not because I want to be a narcissist and I'm fully aware of what I'm doing and I don't care. I'm aware of what I'm doing. I may be a narcissist in the fact of my niche interest is myself. Because for a long time, I can agree with that. When I was doing makeup, I loved staring at a mirror at myself for hours, just looking at my work and looking at what I was able to do with what I had. I grew up poor with nothing. Like my mom stole, shoplifted, like all my makeup type shit. Like my mom really saw my passion and my fire and my vision and was like, I will risk getting arrested to make sure that you have this foundation type shit, right? So I know the difference between like stage makeup, camera makeup, and real life makeup. The way I do my makeup in tutorials for TikTok on my beauty account, follow Yassi the BRAT on TikTok, is not the same way I do my makeup when I'm going on like a date, because that's real life. I will look crazy if I do Instagram or TikTok or internet makeup in real life. I will look crazy, and I know that, right? The video was so good. I mean, the bars on bars on bars. Wow. To be a fly in the wall in the Kardashian house right now, to be in that group chat. I know that this shit is so hot, they got Rob replying in the group chat, okay? I'm actually going to do a whole episode on the Kardashians. Y'all already know that. My Kardashian episode. So I've actually already started planning it because I really do want to bring it to fruition. And one of my friends, JoJo, that I met in DC, I love her to absolute death. She said something that was, and it's such something that I heard all the time in passing, but to hear her, the way that she said it and how she said it and her hearing it from her really set in my brain that like, that is so real. If I have no plan, I plan to fail. Cause she said that. And I was like, oh, and we were smoking. And I was like, that is so real. And that's how I knew that when I met you, I fucked with you. And I didn't know why. But now this is vindicating what I already thought. That is so real. And I've heard that my whole life. But you saying it put it really into a different context. If I have no plan, I plan to fail. So I've already started planning my Kardashian episodes. And I want to actually film those on camera, be on camera for those. Every single person in that family is going to get their own part. It's going to be most damn near a 10-part series. Kanye is getting his own fucking part in it. Okay? I'm talking about Scott. So the spouses will get their own segments within that person's episode. But Kim will have her own episode. Chris will have her own episode. Khloe, Kylie. I'm going to have to find stuff about Kendall because she's really not interesting and nothing about her is interesting. Like, quite frankly, she's the least special person that's ever existed on Earth. She is really the most regular person that's ever existed on Earth. Like, Bella Hadid is a face that you've seen before, but it's also, I have never seen anyone that looks like Bella Hadid in real life. Like, she is really a one of a kind. Not comparing two women to each other. This is just, like, in my brain. There's nothing special about Kendall at all whatsoever. So I don't even know if I'm going to do it. I'm probably going to put Kendall and Kylie in one episode because they're really, like, Kylie's way more interesting than Kendall, and they're both not that interesting overall in comparison to the rest of their family. Like, literally, I want to say something, and I'm going to be 100% Yasmine when I say this. The only trans person I dead name and misgender is Caitlyn Jenner. I don't respect her. Caitlyn Jenner is a transphobic, homophobic, racist, Republican, Trumper piece of shit. And everything bad that happens to her is deserved. So if you ever hear me referring to Caitlyn as Bruce, I'm doing it out of spite. I am an ally. I love my trans brothers and sisters. I would never, ever dead name nor purposely misgender a real bitch part of my, even if you are a Republican, even if I don't agree with the way that you live your life or how you believe politically or whatever, I would never misgender somebody, ever. The only person that deserves it is Lily Tino and Caitlyn Jenner. So if you ever hear me refer to Caitlyn as Bruce, I'm doing it out of spite. Because Caitlyn is a disgusting, sinister menace to society. She is a disgusting, deplorable person. You being a trans woman and being a Republican and a Trump supporter are actually oxymorons and makes no sense. She also got on Ellen DeGeneres show. Fuck Ellen. But at the time, Ellen was like still the girl because it's like 2016 or 2015. Y'all can look this up. I remember watching the episode when I came home from school, mouth on the floor. She had Caitlyn on the show about, I want to say the same week or about within a month of Caitlyn's interview with Diane Sawyer coming out, which is what had Bruce come out as Caitlyn. And I am a trans woman and XYZ, right? That same month or that same week, Ellen had Caitlyn on the show. Caitlyn said out of her voice box that God gave her. Y'all can look this up. I have no reason to lie to y'all. And I know for a fact that my brain did not Mandela affect this. And I really did sit through this because even my mom remembers this. Caitlyn got on a lesbian show and said that she does not think that straight people and gay people deserve the same marital rights as a trans woman who identified as a lesbian. I'm going to say it again so y'all really hear what I'm saying and you really understand why I purposely misgender and I am rude and I am that way towards Caitlyn, and I would never, ever raise my tongue to speak like that to any trans woman. I don't care if you're a Republican, a Trumper, I don't care about you. I still won't, but Caitlyn is just that one because every time you think that she's redeeming herself, she ruins it by opening her fucking mouth, okay? And, she got on Ellen's show, who is a lesbian woman who has been married to her wife, Portia, for like forever. I don't think that gay people and straight people deserve the same marital rights. Damn near verbatim what she said. Like, y'all can go look up the video, and I promise you what I'm saying is almost verbatim what Caitlyn said. She also was quoted as saying about in 2022 or 2023 that she does not think, mind you, Caitlyn Jenner was once Bruce Jenner and an Olympic champion. She does not think that trans women and trans men should be able to play in men and women's sports. So basically, I'm going to explain that much easier than the way that I just did. If I was born biologically a woman and I transition into a man, I'm taking testosterone, I got muscles, but no one would ever clock that I was once a boy if you didn't know me past a certain age, right? If you only met me after my transition, no one would ever clock that I was a boy, that I was once a woman. And I want to be on the swim team at my school. And I try out for it. Caitlyn does not believe that if you are trans, you should even be allowed to try out for the opposite sex team. Whatever gender you transition from is a team that you should play for. That is what Caitlyn Jenner thinks. Y'all can look this up. I would not say this if I know for a fact I did not read it verbatim in a article that I read this shit in the fucking New York Times, okay? I know we can't trust journalists right now and the whole thing. I can't make this up. That if this is new knowledge to you, you just didn't make yourself aware of it. Because if you made yourself aware of it, then you already know this shit, okay? Anyway, this has nothing to do with Caitlyn. Why was I even talking about Caitlyn? We're talking about Bad Baby and fucking Alabama Barker. But regardless, Bad Baby dropped that video. She looked amazing. That song is really violating. If Alabama was smart, PR-wise, because y'all know I study PR for fun. Like, I really do research. I take little, like, classes that I pay for on PR and media training. I really do this shit as a hobby because I'm really interested in it, right? PR-wise, I'm going to tell you what Alabama should do versus what she is going to do. She should leave the internet for a minimum of 6 months, at max a year, rebrand as a white woman, come back, because again, she's not an ugly girl. She's a beautiful woman, but that mouth, when she opens up that mouth makes her ugly. She needs to shut the fuck up. She needs to not speak. She needs to be a white woman again. I want bleached blonde hair. I want tan skin. I want you to look like Kendra Wilkinson in 2003, okay? And I'm not fucking playing with you. I want you to look like Kendra Wilkinson or I want Alabama to look like either Holly, Bridger, or fucking Kendra from The Girls Next Door and the Playboy Mansion, because they were the epitome of I love being a white woman. And they made it look so good that black girls were doing it, okay? Sorry y'all, I took a shot. The amount of black women, including myself, that randomly had the life dream at a certain age to be in Playboy because of The Girls Next Door. Bitch, you're trying to be Lotto. You need to be Farrah Fawcett. Bring back 80s hair. Bring back being white. You have all this influence and all this power. Use it for something. Not just fighting with people. You could be a mini Kylie. You're good at makeup. You're better at makeup than Kylie is. And she owns a makeup brand. You could start your own makeup brand. You could collaborate with Kylie and have the Alabama collection. Which people would eat up. I don't understand why they've never even tried to do that. That means that they really don't fuck with the Barker side of the family. Because if Kylie was smart, and if Chris was smart, and if anybody in their PR and marketing team was smart, they would have been said, you need to collaborate with Alabama. Because everybody that is pretty much 22 and older, Alabama is their Kylie. She's a pretty girl. She gives you content constantly. She's just stupid, and she can't shut the fuck up, and she can't stop fucking people's boyfriends, and she can't stop fucking people's baby daddies. You're 19. You don't have to fuck anyone's baby daddy. You have so many options, and yet you're choosing someone that has a child. Multiple children. LV has children that are older than Callie. Right? So, like, come on now. I am going to play a little bit of the diss track because the video is just, she looks amazing. Okay? The fake Travis, the makeup being so caked on and fucked up to mock Alabama that I didn't even notice it until someone in a TikTok comment section was like, she's trying to mock Alabama, and then Danielle replied to it and was like, and just put a heart emoji and then like the person's comment. And that was our acknowledgement. Like, that was the purpose of that. So that's just very interesting. I think it's very, I don't know. This whole thing is a mess. I think that Danielle had every right to crash out the way that she did. As a woman, I understand. I invited you into my home. I mean, really, listen to the song My Man by Tamar Braxton, and it really is Alabama and Bad Baby. I invited you into my home. You sat at my table. You watched my kids, and you still fucked my fucking man. I invited you into my home. I told you personal things about myself. I had you around my man, my family, my daughter, her child. And the first opportunity you got, you fucked my man. Bitch, I should kill you. Because Danielle is better than me. But I'm going to tell you what I would do. It's all hypothetical. I have a conceal and carry. I have a pink Glock with a drum and a beam that I'm not supposed to have. I'm not supposed to have a drum, and I'm not supposed to have a beam. Beams are illegal unless you work for the government, and a drum, there's no reason in the state of Virginia. I have a drum. I have both. I would have shot her. I would have shot up Alabama's fucking house. I have access. I had that sticker still. I can get into that part of the neighborhood. I am going to shoot up your house, bitch. You fucked my baby daddy after I invited you. It's so much different if you didn't know me from Adam. You don't know me from a hole in the wall, and you fucked my baby daddy. I'm going to go back and forth with you for maybe 2 days, but I'm going to get in his ass behind the scenes because he did not disrespect me publicly. Everyone only knows that he cheated on me with Alabama because she confirmed it. He never confirmed it. So, because when everybody was like, you're doing all this about Alabama, but where's his energy towards Lavon? When she was on live after Hair by Jay, who's Alabama's hairstylist, went and did Bhad Baby's hair, and and Bhad Baby was so real for this, and that's why I really fuck with real bitches. Right or wrong, you're real. And she was like, I don't have a happy home right now. You think that shit is sweet between me and Lavon? Is not. We're not even sleeping in the same bed right now. I won't let that motherfucker touch me. Shit is not sweet. But he did not disrespect me publicly. In the midst of cheating, he disrespected her publicly by beating her. Because, he did put his hands on her. But she made a really, and again, right or wrong, I always can sense a real bitch in my perimeter. And through the screen, I can sense a real bitch. Lavon did not disrespect me publicly. No one would have known that he cheated on me with Alabama unless she confirmed it. She confirmed it. So I'm going to deal with her publicly. Because she disrespected me publicly, I'm going to deal with her publicly. My man disrespected me privately, I'm dealing with it publicly and privately. So now what? Is that the answer that y'all wanted? Like, so now what? They both owed me loyalty, and they were both wrong. I have the both right to go in on both of them, so what the fuck is up now? Now what the fuck are you going to say, right? So that's my little thing about that is like, yes, she has all this smoke for Alabama. Where's this smoke? Because it's kind of just trying to, compare Chloe and Tristan in that situation. Where's all this smoke for Jordan? Where's all this smoke for Lavon? Tristan disrespected Chloe publicly, not Jordan. Jordan disrespected her privately. So the disrespect should have been dealt with in private. Tristan disrespected her publicly. That should have been dealt with in public, baby daddy or fucking not. I ain't never been that mature, so hopefully I can get to a point in my life where I can be that mature, because right now I'm not. Lavon disrespected her in private. Alabama aired it in public, so she disrespected Alabama in public and continues to disrespect her man in public and in private, but that's still her man. And at the end of the day, I have no opinion on that I don't have an opinion on that because my opinion is not conducive to the movement. So now this is the part of the episode where we are going to, I'm going to go on my iPad finally. Oh yeah, she's cold. I haven't touched her in a minute. I really did do all this off my head. We're going to go on, also the Bimbo Zone. So the Bimbo Breakdown is really just me just rambling on a tangent. This has no real structure. My other segments that will have structure, like my book club and clickbait criminal. Sorry, y'all, I've been drinking, Lord Jesus. Clickbait criminal, those have structure. This will not. This is just me talking. We're gonna go on YouTube on my iPad, and we're going to look up the video. I've already watched it twice, but I'm gonna watch it again because I think it's funny. E! News reported on this. Oh my god. Entertainment Tonight and Page 6. Wow. Okay. Expedia members get member prices. Not ads. Okay. So I because of copyright, I am going to skip, because I'm going to upload this on YouTube. I'm going to skip and stuff like that, so that y'all can't hear the full song, but you get the point I'm trying to make, right? Okay, cool.
Thought I was gonna come back for more, you dumb, dirty bitch.
She looks amazing. I mean, wow, she looks good. Every review I've seen of the music video is just like the first thing they all say is she looks really fucking good.
Why this bitch obsessed with me? I just don't understand. You suck the dick straight out my ass. Who got the upper hand?
Opening a diss track with "you suck the dick straight out of my ass" which is insinuating that the same night that you fucked my man and probably sucked his dick, we were doing anal and he put it in my butthole. Wow. Honestly, nothing that a bitch that fucked my nigga can say to me if I know for a fact that the same night you sucked his dick was right after he put it in my asshole. Just watching you lick your lips is honestly enough for me.
I see why you ain't got no friends. You miss our fucking man. Your stepmom burned out while she took her sister second. I know you're out. You reach.
Also, I like the Florida accent in this. I like the execution of all the lyrics and just like how she's pronouncing and saying things and like the cadence of it. Really like it.
How many times I got to tell these hoes I been my bitch? My money long, shit on the floor, look like I print it. 7 foreign cars, live on the hills, my shit ain't rented. Keep my baby daddy name out your fucking mouth, or I will spit it.
Before I will smith it, before I slap the shit out of you. One of my favorite lines in this song is, I waved the Draco out the window. Something about God's plan. Because Drake and a Draco is a gun. Alabama really can't compete. And if she comes back with another diss track, it will be so obviously ghost written, we won't even take that shit serious. And honestly, if everybody was unreal, she would only have 100,000 views in 24 hours. If she dropped another one.
She fuck on Tiger and killing babies. I sent a sonogram. Flex like me, wanna be just like me. But I got plex on plex on plex. Like Soldier Boy, see, dye your hair like me. We're a bitch, not me. They fucked you back.
As a real bitch, and I can sense the real bitch in Danielle, have you ever told a girl, bitch, you want to be like me? Like, bitch, you could never be me. So when she's saying that shit, she's really standing on that shit. Hair like me and you dress like me. Bitch, you could never be me. You dress like me. You do your hair like me. You get your hair done. Hair by Jay was Bad Baby's hairstylist before he started doing Danielle's hair. You get your hair done by the people I get my hair done. You shop where I shop. You do what I do. You listen to what I listen to. Bitch, I am the blueprint and you are the copy type shit. Like, that's what I'm getting from this.
The back, that could never be me. Ain't sick of that, she made me laugh. I call her anything I know about you. Just with a little fame, it's easy to get that whore about you. Almost overdosed on a vape, nobody ain't call about you. I play the role to be your
My favorite bar in this song is, yeah, I know about you. Only put 20 bands on that ass to take that hole up out you. Oh, as someone, I make music for fun. I don't know if y'all know. Follow my Spotify, Yassi the BRAT. I make music for fun, and my best friend listened to my music finally because he was like, I'm gonna be honest, Yaz, when you send me your music, I don't listen to it, not because I don't care. I always forget. Now that I'm listening to your music in real time, in your face, you are really doing something. And this is actually good. He's been making music for about 3 years now. And he's at the point where he can make all of his own beats independently. And they're really good beats. So I take his criticism very seriously. So for him to tell me, you make good shit, like, this niche that you're on, keep fucking going. As someone that makes music and writes all of their own music with a little bit of help from my Phineas, that is my best friend, Alex, that's a bar. Yeah, I know about you. Put 20 bands on that ass, take that hoe about you. Ooh, girl.
to beat the smoke out. Damn, Alabama, you a tramp, Alabama. Wait, it's Drake out the window, guys playing Alabama.
She just threatened this girl. Like, I don't think we realize Danielle is from Florida and her nigga has real mob ties and real gang affiliations. Danielle is much better than me because, again, as I said it before, I would have had Alabama's house shot up. There'd be no diss track. There'd be no fighting. There'd be no arguing. Bitch, you wouldn't even get a text message to confirm that I know what I know. You will know that I know what I know when your whole family is ducking because I'm shooting in their fucking windows. I have a beam and I have a beam and a drum that I am legally not supposed to fucking have. I shouldn't even really have a gun. I'm on antipsychotics. And the state of Virginia gave me one. And a conceal and carry license. I am now at the point in my life where I will never fight over a man. But there's just some dick you must die about. There's just some dick that you, especially when you think that you have the drop on me, because it has nothing, and I as a woman, this has nothing to do with LV. This is respect and principle. This is not the motherfucking this is not the motherfucking janitor. This is not the motherfucking lunch lady. Bitch, this is not the vice principal. This is the principal of this whole fucking thing that I feel like y'all are not really fucking understanding. This is not the lunch lady. It's not the janitor. This is not the motherfucking teacher in the art hallway. This is the motherfucking principal. I invited you into my home. I treated you as a friend and you fucked my man. I must violate you now. Because a real bitch like me, and my friends already know because I already told them, if you ever thought, if the thought, even inkling in your mind crossed your brain to do what Alabama did to Danielle, to me, I will fucking shoot. I will shoot your house up. I have a gun. I will fuck you up. Alabama should be really happy that she only got diss tracks and TikTok and Instagram lives. Because Danielle is a real bitch, but she's a mother and she's a retired crash out. I'm not. I have dealt with my fair share of Alabamas, and something in your brain goes straight past violence and straight into, I will tase you. I will stun gun your ass. I have a military grade stun gun and I will fucking hurt you. I will, like, it gets you, there is some beef that gets you to a point where it's like, I want to take this bitch's life. But I can't do that because that's not in my character, okay? I think that Danielle is 100% valid. I'm on Danielle's side for the sole purpose of she considered you a friend. She invited you into her home. You were around her child, and the first chance you got, you fucked her baby daddy. I don't give a fuck if they were together or not. Everyone knows if that baby is under 5, that relationship would not thrive. If the baby's under 5, they are loyal to their baby mama and their baby daddy. And everyone knows that. But Alabama is new to this. She is not true to this. It is on her. It is not in her. And this whole thing is showing that. And her family not having her back is really showing what type of person she is. Because my best friends, we actually had a kiki about this whole beef. And my best friend was like, I would take your phone from you. I would go on your phone while you were asleep. Prop your eyes open. Open your phone. Actually, I know your password. Because she knows my password to everything. This bitch knows the last 4 of my social. I lived with her at one point, so like it's not that deep. But I would go on your phone and delete Twitter from your phone. But before I do that, I would change the password so that only I have the password. And I would control your Twitter. This wouldn't even get as far as a diss track's being made. Because I would stop that immediately. Do you know why? Because I don't surround myself with yes men. And I never have. I don't want no. My best female friend, Ari. Shout out to Ari. Her having to come to Jesus talk with me in August of 2024 of this year. Looking me in my face and telling me, you are fucking up. You are ruining your own life. And you're taking me down with you. And that is not fair. I love you like you are my sister. And I don't want anyone else to tell you this, so I'm telling you this in your face because I care about you. You are fucking up, and you need to get it together today, or I will not be your friend anymore. That's a real bitch. And my life is so much better because of that conversation, y'all. I promise you. Do you know why? because my best friend really is I always say that my sister who passed away sent my best friend to me as like, I can't be here with you in physical form to guide you and get you through life. So here is Ari. And she's going to be your big sister. And she's literally a year and some change older than you. She's not much older than you. And y'all will have each other. Because I can't be here. I truly think that my sister sent her to me. And I told her recently the other day, and I cried on the phone to her because I was like, I don't think I've told you this. I really appreciate what you told me. That conversation, I take no negative from it. All positive. Thank you for talking to me the way that you did and telling me in my face what was real. Because I cried about it for 2 weeks, and after that 2 weeks, I got the fuck up and said, okay, game plan. This is what we're gonna do. Because someone that I love so much thinks that at my core and at my character, I am a bad person who would purposely try to make their life hard. And I know that that's not my character. But I can talk but so much. Actions show more than words. Let me show everyone that I am not the person that I was 9 months ago. That I'm not the person that I was 6 months ago. I put that work in. But if it wasn't for my best friend, who is not a yes man in my life, having that conversation with me, I would be the same Yasmine that I was in 2023. And I don't like that bitch. And I don't recognize her. And that's not a real person to me. That's a weak ass bitch. That's a Pam, a punk ass motherfucker, and I ain't that. I don't want no yes men around me, even when I do get famous, because I will be famous. I am meant to be known worldwide. I don't know for what, but everyone's meant to know who I am. Okay? When I do get to that point, even then, I don't want no yes men around me. I don't want no manager that disagrees with anything, that just agrees with anything that I say. No, you know better. I don't. Don't agree with me. That was dumb. Don't agree with me. I don't want no PR agent. I want people that are actively, technically against me from a place of love. I don't want no yes men in my life. I want no. Nope, that's stupid. Nope, that sounds bad. That's dumb. That's I don't know why you would even think that was a smarter idea. That's who I need around me. That's what holds me accountable. Not yes men. Alabama has a bunch of yes men around her because a real bitch would have told her, don't even put this diss track out. You're white. She made Babyface Savage and Gucci flip-flops at 15 and wrapped circles around grown men who were black, who were also just starting out in the industry, and she wrapped circles around Lil Yachty and Lil Baby. Do not put this diss track out. At the end of the day, you're wrong. She thought that you were her friend and you fucked her man. That's fucked up. They weren't together. I don't care. That is the father of her children, and that baby is less than 3 years old. You don't do that. And a real bitch would have looked her in her face in front of everybody and told her that. She has no real bitches. Alabama has no friends. And Bad Baby acknowledged that you ain't got no friends because you're Miss I'll fuck your man. Her and Jody are not friends anymore because of I don't know who Didi Osama is, but whoever that is, they're not friends anymore over him because Didi Osama and Jody were together. They broke up. And Jody and Alabama were not friends at the moment. And Didi Osama slid up on Alabama. And Alabama went for the bait like a dumbass bitch. And Didi, after Jody and Didi reconciled, was like, I was going to fuck with Alabama, but XYZ. So Jody went to Alabama and was like, what the fuck is this? And Alabama was like, yeah, like XYZ, whatever. Alabama is known, apparently, in Hollywood. And I know people in the scene for fucking people as boyfriends. She loves to be with people and then fuck their boyfriends. And Levon is not the first baby daddy that she has fucked. Allegedly, all things alleged, nothing known to be known as truth or proof, and nothing that I'm saying has basis. And everything is opinion. She is known right? Now, Tyga. Tyga is a predator. Tyga is a predator. Levon is a predator. Tyga is the same pedophile he was when he started dating Kylie. I can't think of a reason why you're dating someone that much younger than you when 10 years have passed, or you're 10 years older than you were at that time, and you fucked a fresh 18 or 19-year-old, or you fucked her when she was a minor. The real common enemy in Hollywood is Tyga. It's the real common enemies are the three light skins: Tyga, Drake, and Chris Brown. This is the third time I have heard of Tyga potentially fucking on a minor. He is the common enemy. He's like Trey Songz almost. That's not normal. It's not. But that's what I gotta say on that, y'all. I'm on Bhad Baby's side. If more information comes out, I will update y'all as more information comes out. Again, it is 12:35 Eastern Standard Time on February 26th now. I started. So, yeah, guys, like, as shit comes out, because Alabama has yet to respond or even acknowledge the diss track at all on any type of social medias. I promise y'all, the moment she does, notes will be taken, dates will be written down, times will be stamped, okay? Until then, thank you for listening to the Bimbo Zone headquarters. Thank you for listening to a podcast series under the Bimbo Zone headquarters, the Bimbo Breakdown. I love y'all, and I will see y'all on the flip side, motherfucker. Bye.